back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing two different eye looks using just drugstore products. All of the products that I'm going to be using in this video are available on Myntra. I am going to leave a link to purchase them in the description box below, so please check that out. But yeah, I thought it would be fun to create something different, literally different, because both my eyes are different. And I've been into glossy lips lately, so I wanted to embrace 4 great trends that I want to talk about in this video. One of them is bold and smoky, so that is what you see on my right eye. It's a matte black smoky eye, and on my left is a winged out metallic kind of eye. I've also talked about the importance of contouring and highlighting and how you can do it. And of course, one of my favorite trends this year is glossy lips. I feel like I'm really into glossy lips at the moment, and glossy lips are huge this year. So yeah, if you want to learn how I did all of this, please keep on watching. So for the first eye look, I want it to be extremely bold and smoky, and I want to lay a nice base down, so I'm going to be using my Maybelline Gel Liner for that. I'm just going to lay it down. Don't be scared with the intense black, because once you blend it out, it's going to look really nice. This is just going to help your shadows stay on longer and give them a lot more punch. But make sure you don't go too high up in the crease, because we want to put more shadow there. Now that we have that base laid out, I am going to move on to the Maybelline Nudes palette. I'm going to be picking up the black shade from the palette. And you want to bring this powder black eyeshadow up in the crease a little bit. Just stay below the crease, don't go too high up. Now I'm going to pick up this brown shade from the Nudes palette and just blend everything up top. This is like a really nice, easy, quick, smoky eye. But the key to a good black smoky eye is to blend and blend and blend. So you want to spend your sweet time blending. Go back to the blacks, go back to the browns, and just keep blending. And this smoky eye is going to last through an apocalypse because you've laid your base down with the gel liner. So it is literally not going to go anywhere. After blending, it looks so stunning, so blown out, and that is the key to a good black smoky eye. I'm going to pick up this creamy shade now, and that is going right above that just to help blend it even further. For the inner corner, I'm also going to start with this creamy shade first, and that is going right in the inner corner just to brighten that area up a little bit, because black smoky eyes can really close up the eyes. So you want to keep your inner corner light. For the lower lash line, I'm just going to take the Maybelline Colossal Extra Black Kajal and just line my lower lash line pretty messily because I'm not too worried about being precise. Now you want to start smudging that, and you want to do this one eye at a time because it can set in place and become harder to smudge. So just go ahead and smudge it right as you apply it. Go back to the brown from the Nudes palette, and you want to smudge that down further with the brown. I'm going to take the Maybelline Colossal Kajal and just line my top lash line with that. Again, you really don't have to be precise because I am going to buff it in, and everything up top is already quite black. So it really doesn't matter if you're not precise. Just go ahead and buff that in. For mascara, of course I used my Maybelline Lash Sensational, but I am going to go ahead and do another coat of that. And that is it for look 1, you guys. It is so simple, so smoky, super sexy, and super easy to do. So definitely try it out. You can also add lashes if you want. I think I'm going to do that later. But for now, let's move on to the other eye. Now since this eye is pretty matte, I want to do something really metallic on the other eye. Now for the other eye, I am starting with the Maybelline GG palette, and I'm taking this peachy shade and building it up in my crease because I do want a peachy transition color. It's one of my favorite colors for transition. And now I'm going to take the Faces Ultime Pro palette. Mine looks a little busted because I do use it. The metallics in this palette are out of this world. It is a beautiful palette. So I wanted to do something really metallic, and there are no rules to makeup. If you want to put a metallic shadow in the crease, just go ahead and do it. Who cares? It is your makeup, it is your face. It washes off at the end of the day, and it's not such a big deal. So I'm gonna pick up this bronzy metallic shade and that is going in my outer corner. And I'm just gonna wing it out a little bit because I do like the winged out appearance. Now I'm gonna take this bronzy shade on my finger and just plop that all over the lid. Let's do the half cut crease. I feel like it's kind of my standard now. I love that bronzy metallicness. It's looking so pretty. This just goes to show that you should experiment with your makeup a little more. I'm gonna take this gold one now and just plop that right in the inner corner and the inner cut crease. Great. I just love how much definition there is instantly. I'm going to draw a wing and I'm going to use the Maybelline GG eyeliner pen. I love this. It has a brush tip. It's super easy to use and you can easily get a nice wing with this. And you just want to follow that line that you drew with the shadow just to make everything come together. And just connect that from the top. For my lower lash line, I'm going to line it again with the Maybelline Colossal Kajal. And I'm going to go back to that bronzy shade and just buff that all over. I'm just going to apply mascara on my top and bottom lashes now, again using my Maybelline Lash Sensational. Back onto the face, I'm going to go ahead and contour and highlight. Contouring and highlighting is a huge trend and it is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. I'm not going to stop contouring and highlighting. You can really just change your face or accentuate your features, and I've always wanted a nose job, but due to contouring I haven't gotten one yet because I feel like when I have makeup, why do I need to get a nose job? I feel like highlighting and blush and contouring just totally brings your whole face together, gives it more dimension and makes everything look put together, because if you just wear foundation and don't contour and highlight, your face is literally like a blank canvas and it looks straight, like there are no dimensions. So contouring helps it look more 3D. I am going to use the Sugar Contour de Force palette. This is in the shade Subtle Summit. It does come with a blush, bronzer and a highlighter. So I am going to take the bronzer shade first. So there are many ways to contour. You can either create a fishy face like this, or you can imagine a line going from the top of your ear to the side of your lip, and that is pretty much where your contour is going to go. And you want to keep it outside of your face, so you want to look ahead, and if your eyeball sits right there, you want to keep it pretty much outside that area. So that is how I personally like to contour my face, just keeping it kind of outside, because if you bring it too further in, your face can start to look kind of muddy, so you want to keep it outside. Don't bring it too further in. Do you see a difference how that instantly just lifts up the cheek and gives my face more dimension? This bronzer is really nice. It's super blendable, but it's not too pigmented. It's just the right amount of pigmentation where it doesn't look too muddy and it's not hard to apply. You feel like you have enough control. You can build it up and it still looks really nice. Onto the forehead now. Please keep in mind that every face shape is different. If you have a very small forehead, you probably don't want to contour up here because that will just shorten your forehead further. I have a 5 head, so I like to contour it. But if you have a small forehead, just go along the sides of your face, like your temples, and just apply a little bit of bronzer to bring the whole face together. You really don't need to contour the whole of your forehead. So that is why makeup is subjective. So make sure you do what suits your face. Same thing with the jaw. If you have an incredibly pointed chin, you want to contour under your chin. You don't want to contour on your sides because that is going to shorten that and make your chin look pointier. So if you have a pointy chin, you want to contour this area and leave this area alone. I hope that makes sense. I want to make it really easy for you to learn. Now, for the nose, you want to do the same thing. Keep everything in mind. If you have a bulbous nose, you want to keep your contour along the end of your nose and don't bring it too high up. If you have a nose like me that goes towards one side, you want to contour one side of your nose more than the other. So you want to apply more bronzer on one side of your nose to make it look straighter. So for me, my nose leans that way, so I like to contour over here just a little bit more. And since it already leans that way, I'm not going to contour over here the same way like I did on this side. I'm going to bring the line just a little more towards the right, my right. So it looks a little more straighter. You always want to connect your nose contour to the front of your eyebrows, just so it looks natural, like it's coming from there. And since I do have a pointier nose, I do like to apply a little bit of bronzer right on the tip of my nose to shorten that a little bit. Time to blush up them cheeks. I'm going to take this really pretty pinky blush from the same palette, and that is going right above where I placed my contour. Now there are a lot of ways where you can apply blush. You can really bring it in and make it highlight your apple. I personally don't like to smile when I apply my blush, because when you smile, your apple is right there. But when you're not smiling, it comes a little bit further down. So it's going to drag your face down. I personally like to apply blush in a more sculptural way. So I will go ahead and apply my blush in an upward motion, just the same way, following the contour line, just placing a little bit above the contour. That way it just lifts up your entire face. Now for highlighter, I'm going to use one of my favorites from the drugstore. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome. And I'm just going to go right on top of my cheekbone. Oh my god, look at that highlighter, you guys. This highlighter is insane. It is one of the best drugstore highlighters that I've ever used. I also like to apply some above my brows, because I feel like if I'm only glowing on the cheeks, it looks a little fake. The glow should be proportional to the rest of your face as well. I'm going to take the same highlighter and apply it in my inner corner. And also under my brows. I'm going to get rid of this lipstick that I was wearing. And I'm going to line my lips with the Lakme Kareena Kapoor Khan lip liner. This is in the shade Rouge. Look at that lip liner, you guys. Is that not super beautiful? This is like one of my favorite lip liners from the drugstore at the moment. So you could leave it matte, of course, but I've been into glossy lips lately, and glossy lips are huge this year. And I feel like it's time to embrace the gloss. It is moisturizing, it makes your lips look wet and juicy, everything's good. So I'm going to be using the Lakme Absolute Plump and Shine Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Beige Shine. It's a beautiful nude color with lots of shimmery, glittery goodness, and it looks really beautiful and juicy on the lips. So this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful and learned something new. I hope you had fun seeing two different looks in one video. And I've used all drugstore products that are easily accessible and available on Myntra. The links to purchase are in the description box below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I would absolutely love to know what you think. What is your favorite trend of 2018? What kind of bold looks are you into? Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and want to see more drugstore videos. And I hope you're subscribed to my channel already. If not, please take a moment to hit the little red subscribe button down there. And please also click the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified whenever I have a new video up, so you don't miss out on any of them. Also check out my Instagram, because I post lots of new different content on Instagram. There are lots of Insta stories every day. I post my outfits, I post my daily updates, lots of other pictures, other content, 1-minute videos, fun stuff on Instagram. So definitely check that out, and I'm super happy with how this look turned out. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you super soon in my next one. Bye bye.